Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and it's been a hot minute since I brought you guys a book haul. So in this video, I am going to be going over all the books that I acquired over the summer from May until the end of July. I have a lot of books. There are over 30 here. I think there's 39. So I'm just going to go through month by month, kind of let you know what ones I've already read and what ones I have yet to read. And if there's any that you would like me to prioritize for any videos, please let me know down in the comments. I'm really excited about all of these, and I'll probably say that quite a bit. My husband took me book shopping for my birthday, which is where a lot of these came from, but that only accounts for July. That does not account for any other month. So starting out with May, I have this stack right here. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books, 2 of which I have already read. So the first one that I read, I have this one in as a stand-in, but technically it was not The Queen of Blood, it was The Reluctant Queen, which is book 2 in Sarah Beth Durst's Queens of Renthia series. I'm currently loaning this series to my mom. She is reading the second one right now, which is why I have this one here. But I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. It's a continuation in that world. Her writing just really speaks to me, and so I absolutely loved it. So I have this one in here, but it is technically Queen of Sorrows. The next one that I picked up and I've already read is Wild and Wrangled by Lila Sage. This is the last book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series. I was a little nervous going into this one. It wasn't a storyline I was particularly invested in with these characters initially. But once I got started, I absolutely fell in love with it. I love these characters so much. I love this world. I love Amos, the father of this whole group. And I love the characters. I love the atmosphere in this. And I gave this one 5 stars and I really loved it. Or I'm pretty sure I gave this 5 stars. Either way, I absolutely loved it. Then after that, we'll just go through the stack. So the next one that I picked up is The Wild Hunt. This is by Emma Seckel. This one, it says, the Islanders have only 3 rules. Don't stick your nose where it's not wanted. Don't mention the war, and never let your guard down during October. I don't really remember what this one is about. So it says that Lee Wells has not set foot on the island in years, but when she finds herself called home from life on the Scottish mainland by her father's unexpected death, she is determined to forget the sorrows of the past, her mother's abandonment, her brother's icy distance, the unspeakable tragedy of World War II, and start fresh. Fellow Islander Ian McTavish, an RAF veteran with his eyes on the sky and his head in the past, is also in desperate need of a new beginning. A young widower, Ian struggles to return to the normal life he knew before the war, but this October is anything but normal. This October, the Slog are restless, the ominous bird-like creatures of Celtic legend. That just, to me, it totally reminds me of why I picked this up. It's just kind of gothic and spooky, a little bit historical, and it sounds really interesting, and it's set in Scotland. So, I mean, there we go. That's why I picked this book up. I've never read anything by this author before, so this will be a brand new one, but I'm curious to try it out. It also says in a blurb on the front, it says, a gorgeous haunting novel that will stay with you. So hopefully it'll be good. Next up, I picked up Any Other Name by Jodi Picoult at a little free library. This one is rather large, but I've heard such amazing things about this author. I believe this one is a Shakespeare retelling of some sort, but I'm really curious to try out this author and see if I like her writing because I have heard such great things. So I did pick up this one. Another one that I found at the little free library was Twisted Love by Anna Huang. I have heard so many things about this book, and I don't even remember what it's about. I believe this is a billionaire romance, and I've never tried anything like that before, so that's why I picked it up. I thought I would try it out, see if I like it, and go from there. I also got Guild by Raven Kennedy. This is a fantasy romance with King Midas, and one of his women that she is actually gold herself. And I read the first chapter in this. I was really intrigued, but I haven't made it any further. But I am looking into more of the fantasy romance and enjoying more of that, so I'm really excited to try it out continue with it, see if it's one that I like or not. The next one I picked up on the day that it was released was A Curse Carved in Bone by Danielle L. Jensen. I haven't picked this one up yet because I really want to reread A Fading to Blood, which is the first book in this duology, and I really want to reread that one before I pick this one up, which is why I haven't gotten to this one yet. I'm so excited. I absolutely loved the first book. It is a Norse-inspired, like, fantasy romance. That one, I loved it. I gave it 5 stars at the end of last year when I read it, so I'm really excited to continue on with this duology, see where it goes. I loved the romance in the first book. I love the action in the first book, and honestly, like, I told my husband I think he would enjoy it if it wasn't for the romance in it. So that's how much I loved that book. I really liked it. So I'm excited to continue on in the series, and this one has the pretty shiny edges on it, and so yeah, very excited to have this one. The next one that I picked up was For Whom the Bell Tolls. This is by J.C. Lynn. You probably have heard me talk about this one a little bit in previous videos, TBRs and whatnot. This one, it kind of has vibes of like The Good Place on Netflix. And this one, it's that she goes to the afterlife, and then it's very different than what she expects, and it's supposed to be another fantasy romance. I'm really excited to pick this one up. It's very chunky. It is over 600 pages, but I am really excited to sit down and pick this one up, hopefully very soon. And then I also got The Phoenix King by Aparna Verma. I don't know if that's how you say it or not. This is another one that is from Orbit Publishing. I actually got emails about this one coming out, and I thought it sounded really interesting. I don't remember what it's about, to be completely honest with you, but anything with phoenixes always catch my attention, and it sounds like it's going to be great. So it's an indie-inspired, action-packed debut of fire magic and ancient prophecy in which the fate of a kingdom rests in the hands of a princess desperate for power and an assassin with a dark secret. So it sounds great, and I really hope I enjoy it, and I think that I will since it's from Orbit. I usually give them good ratings. Okay, so that is it for May. Pretty short and sweet. I'm not going to give you descriptions on everything, obviously, as you just saw, because that would just take forever. There are over 30 books here, so I'm just gonna kind of go through and talk about some things. All right, so now for June. June was a little bit shorter list as well. It's about the same, I guess. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these books that I've already read. So the ones that I've already read are A Harvest of Hearts by Andrea Eames. This one, I gave it 3.5 stars, I believe, and it was really cute. It's a girl that she gets her heart snagged by one of these sorcerers, or a sorcerer, and she follows him to try and get that piece of her heart back, and along the way things happen. They're trying to save a whole lot of people, and there's a lot of elements in this. I really enjoyed it, other than the fact like it was way too slow, and I didn't feel like the parts that I was super invested in were explored enough, and so for me it kind of dragged on at times, but overall I thought it was fine. And so yeah, it was good. It wasn't my favorite, but I still enjoyed it. Another one that I've already read was, of course, The Queen of Sorrow by Sarah Beth Durst. This is the third and final book in the Queens of Renthia trilogy. Read this, loved it, gave it 5 stars. And that's all it is. Like I said, I love her writing. And if you've watched one of my more recent videos, my Alphabet Escapades episode 2, you know that I read these ones. This is the Blood King, the Warrior King, and the Cursed King by Abigail Owen. This is the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th book in her Inferno Rising series. I enjoyed these quite a bit. So the first book I gave 5 stars. I went out, I got the rest of the series, and then I binge read these in my last video. Or yeah, I guess it would have been my last video. So the Blood King, I gave 4.5 stars, I think. The Warrior King, I gave 4 stars. And this one I gave 4 stars, or something like that. I don't know. These were all in the 4-star range for me. So I did enjoy these quite a bit. They weren't as good as what I hoped they would be at times, but I still liked them a lot, and I'm really glad that I read them. These ones are also Dragon Shifter fantasy romances, which was a lot of fun. Okay, next up for the ones that I have not read yet. So first up, I have Ninth Reign by Jen Williams. This is the one that my sister sent to me for our monthly book exchange, and I obviously have not read it yet. I don't even know what this one is about. The note on it says that she read this and loved it. She hasn't read the second yet, but she has it too. So she sent this one to me. I don't know anything about it, but there's a whole bunch of tabs in here from her, so I'm excited to try it out. The next one that I picked up was The Deepest Blue by Sarah Beth Durst. This is a spin-off from the Queens of Renthia series, and I haven't read this yet, but I'm so excited to pick it up. I want to pick it up this month, hopefully, but I haven't yet. So this is, like I said, a spin-off series. It sounds super good. It's got a beautiful cover. I don't know how well you can see that with everything else going on, but I'm very excited to pick this one up, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be 5 stars. All of her books are 5 stars for me. Everything I've read from her. The next one that I picked up is Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. This one is the one with the pretty sprayed edges. I've heard good things about this one and I wanted to try it out. And so I bought it. And I don't really know anything about it. So it says, an immortal world colonized by the gods and ruled over by the descended, their cruel magical offspring, Diane Bellator yearns to escape her poor village. Her mother's sudden disappearance and the discovery of a dangerous secret about her past offer Diane an unexpected opportunity to enter the dark world of the descended royalty and unlock the web of mysteries her mother left behind. With the dying king's handsome, enigmatic heir watching her every move and a ruthless rebel alliance recruiting her to join the growing civil war, Diane will have to navigate the unwritten rules of love, power, and politics in order to save her family. So it's really intriguing. I hope that the politics is done really well in here and that it's actually like more of a fantasy with romance, but I don't know. I've heard good things though, and I just haven't paid attention enough to the reviews that other people have talked about it to know fully how it's going to play out, but I hope I love it. The next one I picked up is Servant of Earth by Sarah Hawley. This is the same author that wrote A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon, and I loved that book so much. The second book I didn't like as much, but this is from the same author, and it's a little bit more fantasy than romance, I believe, in this one. This one has trials in it, and our main character is a servant, I believe. Yes, as a servant in the fairies' underground kingdom of Mistay, she must help her new mistress undertake 6 deadly trials, one of each branch of magic: earth, fire, light, void, illusion, and blood. So it sounds like it's going to be really, really interesting. I'm super excited to try it out, and I can't wait. And last but not least, I also found The Storied Life of A.J. Fickery by Gabrielle Zevin at a little free library, and I had to snag it. I've heard such great things about this book and this author. I haven't read anything from her yet, but I'm very excited to try it out. This one, I believe, is just like looking into this guy's life with running a bookshop and kind of the things that go along with that. I tried Welcome to the Hyunam Dong Bookshop at the beginning of the year, and I didn't get super invested into it, so I'm really hoping that this one is more of a win for me than that one was. But I'm very excited either way to try it out, see if I like her writing, and see if I like her books. All right, so we're like halfway there. We've made it through May, we've made it through June, and now we have July, which are the books that I am most excited about because they are my newest ones. Here, I have 2 stacks that are, two stacks that are just as big as our other stacks. So here we go. Let me grab the ones that I've read. Okay, so far I've only read 2, but that's not too bad, I guess. So first up, we have The Memory Collectors by Deep Meserve. So this one is a time travel book that is following a group of people that they get sent back to August 25th, 2025, back in time for them. And that day is a day that changed all of their lives in some significant way. And they go back and they find out that they are all interconnected with what happened on that day. And they try and see what happened, what they could have possibly done differently, and actually seeing things in a little bit broader sense. I loved this book. I won't give you my full thoughts on this because I actually have a video coming out on Friday for this book, but there's good things to say. The other one that I have to talk about is The Third Rule of Time Travel by Philip Fracassi. Same thing. I already read this. I really, really enjoyed it. I had really great things to say, but again, this is in that video on Friday. So if you want to see my full thoughts, keep an eye out for that one on Friday. And I'm reading with my time travel vlog that I'm coming out with. I had a great time, and I'm very excited for you guys to see it. So I won't say too much about these, but just know I had a great time, and stay tuned. That's it for the ones that I've read so far of the July books. So now we'll just go through the stacks. So one of them I picked up at a little free library was Mad Honey by Jodi Picoult and Jennifer Finney Boylan. This one I heard Florence Harvey talk about this one, that is kind of a mystery, like a literary fiction / mystery, and it really intrigued me and made me really curious to try this one out and see if I liked it. So now I have 2 Jodi Picoult books to see if I like her writing, and hopefully I do, because now I have 2 of them. But I'm just really curious to try it out, maybe kind of change things up a little bit in my reading, so I'm not reading all the same things all the time. Another one from a little free library is Maybe Once, Maybe Twice. This is by Alison Rose Greenberg. This one is a romance. It says, filled with the romance and angst that define the years you come to know yourself, and spanning 2 decades, maybe once, maybe twice, is a novel of second chances and finding your own way. So it sounded really cute. It caught my attention, and I don't know. We'll see if I like. I've never read from this author before either, so we'll see. Next up, one of the ones that my husband got me for my birthday is The Amalfi Curse. This is by Sarah Penner. I have read both of her books. I read The Lost Apothecary, loved it, gave it 5 stars the first time, 4 stars the second time, and then I also read The London Seance Society, and I really enjoyed that one. So I was very excited to pick this one up, try it out, see if I like this one. This one gave me vibes of like Fool's Gold with Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey in it, which really caught my eye. So I love treasure hunting movies. Really want to get more treasure hunting books, and this one fit the bill, and it's by an author I already enjoy, so I'm very excited to read it. Next up, the hype totally got to me. I looked at this book when it still had the pretty pages, and it was one of the first edition copies, but I didn't get it, and I wish I would have. But I got The Shield of Sparrows. This is by Devney Perry. I've heard such amazing things about this. I don't fully know what this one's about, but I'm so excited to read it and pick it up because I've heard just fantastic things, and so I'm really excited for it. Next up, I have one that has been long awaited, and that is A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping by Sangu Mandana. This book is finally out, and I'm so excited to read it. I read Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches with my mom and my sister, and we all loved it and have been watching for this one ever since. So it's finally here. I have it, and I'm going to be reading it very soon. So excited. Next up, I got another sequel, and that is Everybody Wants to Rule the World Except Me by Django Wexler. I read the first book a while back. I gave it 4.5 stars. I think it would have been 5 stars if I wouldn't have stopped it halfway through, read something else, and come back to it. But I still really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really great time. It had humor really similar to Deadpool, and hilarious footnotes. So I'm very excited to see what happens in the next book. I've heard it's not quite as funny as the first one, but I'm really excited to see what I think of it personally. And so yeah, very excited for this one as well. Next up, I have Scotch on the Rocks by Elliot Fletcher. This is the follow-up book to Whiskey Business. This is following one of the best friends in the brothers. This is the Maccabee Brothers series by her. Whiskey Business, absolutely loved it, gave it 5 stars. I love the romance in that. I love the relationship in that. There was no third act breakup. Just had all the things for me, and I absolutely loved it. So this one just came out last month, at the beginning of last month. I think it was July 6th, and so I got it, and I'm so anxious to get to this one. It's so cute, and I love it. Next up is another hyped one that I caved, and I finally bought, even though I hate this cover so much, but I've heard so many amazing things that I didn't want to put it off any longer, and that's Quicksilver by Kelly Hart. So many people have loved this book, and I cannot help it. Just like with Fourth Wing, just like with Spark of the Everflame, just like with all of them, the hype got me, and now I own it. And I'm really hoping I love it. Sid said she loved it, so I'm really excited to read this. Next up, we have my most anticipated book of the year, which is going to be one of the next books that I pick up, and that is The Enchanted Greenhouse by Sarah Beth Durst. This is the follow-up companion book to The Spell Shop by her that she came out with last year. Cozy fantasy, it has all the vibes. This author, this book, this series, all of it is just absolutely amazing. I'm so excited to start this, and I keep putting it off for like the perfect moment, and I think we're about there. So very excited. Gonna be picking this one up hopefully this week, and so keep an eye out for my thoughts on The Enchanted Greenhouse, which is my most anticipated book of the year, my expected 5-star, my top book anticipated, or my anticipated top book of this year, is this one, because The Spell Shop was my #1 book of last year. So very excited for this. Next up, we also have another one that I loved her first book, but that is The Poppy Fields by Nikki Ehrlich. The Measure was absolutely amazing. It was 5 stars. It really, really made you think, and I'm really hoping that this one does the same thing. Her writing was beautiful. Her ideas in that, the way that she explored the concept in The Measure just absolutely amazed me, and I loved it so, so much. And so now I have The Poppy Fields, and I'm so excited. Guys, this is just, it's gonna be so great. I'm so excited for all the videos I can make out of these books. Next up is the one that my sister sent me for July for our sister book exchange, and that is The Peculiar Garden of Harriet Hunt. She was reading this one and really enjoying it, so she got it for me. And this one is another cozy fantasy type book. Very excited. We're getting into the fall, and yes, school started for my kids, so to me it is now fall, and so I'm so in the mood for these kinds of books, and it's the time. It is the time to pick these up. And I think this one's going to have really beautiful writing, and so I know that she was really enjoying it, so I'm very excited to read it as well. Okay, before I continue on, I'm going to change my battery because it is almost dead because I've been talking so much, so I'll be right back. Okay, the next book that I picked up in July is The Life Impossible by Matt Haig. I read The Midnight Library from him a handful of years ago, and I loved it, and I gave it 5 stars. Again, another concept that I just thought was really, really incredibly done, and I've never read anything else by him, and I always wanted to. So I picked this one up, and I hope that I love it just as much. I've never heard of this book, but I really hope that I like this one just as much as The Midnight Library, so I'm really excited for it. I need to quit saying that. I'm really excited for all of these. I've told you that. All right, next one is one that I have had my eye on since it very, very first came out. And I always put it off because I wasn't reading fantasy romance or anything like that yet. But these pages, I can't keep overlooking it. But I got Heavenbreaker by Sarah Wolf. This one is supposed to be like Pacific Rim style fantasy romance, and oh my god, it just sounds incredible. So this one, it says, the Duke of the powerful household Clare is the first to die with my dagger in his back. He didn't see it coming, didn't anticipate the bastard daughter who was supposed to die with her mother on his order. He should have left us with the rest of the station's starving commoner rubbish. Now, there's nothing left, just icy white rage and a need to make household Clare pay, every damn one of them, even if it means writing Heavenbreaker, one of the few enormous machines left over from the war, and jousting against the fiercest nobles in the system. Each win means another one of my enemies dies, and here in the cold terror of space, the machine and I move as one, intent on destroying each adversary, even if it's someone I care about, even if it's someone I'm falling for. Only I'm not alone, not anymore, because there's something in the machine with me, something horrifying, something more, and it won't be stopped. So I thought this was fantasy romance, but I think this is more like sci-fi romance. I don't even know, but I'm so excited. This is going to be such an interesting genre blend, and I love Pacific Rim so much, and I'm so intrigued. I'm so intrigued. And like I said, these pages are absolutely beautiful. This book with these pages is going to go on the shelf with Firebird by Juliet Cross that I read, because that has absolutely beautiful pages too. And like this, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Next up is another author that I need to read from again, because I read The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson, and now I own The House of Hunger by her. This one is, I believe that she is, what's the word? A blood maid. She is a blood maid to a countess who is a vampire, I believe. I've heard like really mixed things about this one, but I read Year of the Witching. I read that one I think 2 years ago, and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was really, really good, and so I wanted to pick this one up ever since then, and so I finally got my hands on it, and I am planning on reading it hopefully very soon, since we're getting into fall, like I said. And yeah, it's short, it's sweet, and I can't wait. Next up is another one that is absolutely beautiful, that has caught my eye since it came out, and I was really nervous that I'm not going to like it, so I haven't bought it, but I finally caved and I got it, and that is The Coven by Harper L. Woods. This one is a dark academia setting, and it's another like fantasy romance, I believe. But I don't remember anything else about it. I just know that it's absolutely beautiful. It has roses on the cover pages, and it's caught my eye ever since it came out. So I'm finally gonna try it out. Hopefully I enjoy it. Hopefully. But who knows, it might not be my thing, I don't know, but I wanted to try it. Next up, I have another author that I've read from before and really enjoyed, and I got The Fervor by Amakatsu. I read The Hunger and The Deep by her, and I really enjoyed it. This one is a World War I-ish, set in 1944 as World War II rages on. Fervor spreads across America, transforming people into monstrous aggressors, each provoked into fits of unthinkable barbarity. It's a contagion that, according to Miko Briggs, might have dark otherworldly underpinnings. So it's about the internment camps in Idaho, and I love her writing. I think it's so interesting the way that she takes real historical events and makes them like supernatural horror. I love it. So I'm excited to read this one. Next, I have The City of Stardust by Georgia Summers, another one that's just kind of like a cozy fantasy vibe, and I've never read anything from this author. I think this is a debut, but I know she has a new one coming out here before too long, and so I'm excited to try her writing out. And it says, once there was a key to elsewhere. Violet Everly is on the last of her line. For centuries, her family members has been taken as punishment for a crime no one remembers. Now her mother is missing, and if Violet can't find her, she'll be taken in her place. So it sounds good, for sure, and I'm excited to read it. Next up is another hyped one that I've heard good things, and I wanted to try it out, and we have Throne of the Fallen by Carrie Maniscalco. I also have Stalking Jack the Ripper by her, but I've never read that. This one, though, is an adult fantasy romance, I believe, and so I don't know. It's just another one. The hype, the talking about it keeps catching my attention, and I just want to try it out. So I don't remember what this one is about, but I'm excited to see kind of where it goes. Okay guys, that is it. If there are any of these books that you would like to see in videos, or if you have any video ideas that you would like me to do, please let me know down in the comments. If you've read any of these, loved any of these, want me to prioritize certain ones, I would love to know that as well. If you enjoyed that video, please like, comment, subscribe down below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit and supporting this channel, and I will see you on Friday with another video.